All right, good morning, folks. I got a little bit of sleep. Uh, yeah, what's going on YouTube? What's up? I think they're tracking a lot of these YouTubers. I really do. I think these people are being watched. Some of them. I think the government's hot on them. I really do. I think that's what's going on. And you know what? It makes sense because, like I said before I got on here, people were saying be careful, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. Doug Carter in Indiana saying, things he said in his interview. Uh, all these YouTube, I think it's these, and I think they all know a woman. I think it's a, I think they're right. I really do think the government is right on it. And it's some of these channels on YouTube that are a gang or whatever you want to call it, a polygamy group, whatever, heroin, meth. And you know what? We don't know this stuff until we start watching these YouTube channels, and then some of these YouTubers records have come out, and even some women. And believe me, I'm shocked. Why do I fall in love with just I don't know what it is with me. It's like I attract crap. You know, some people are like, what is it with you? How do you find these people? How do you sniff these people out? I don't know how I do it, but I do it. I don't know. But most of these people that you're watching on YouTube, I thought I recognized some of these ladies. Uh, and what is their connections? I don't know. They have connections on YouTube. All these people that have flipped out on YouTube and had uh, encounters with the police and stuff. But I think it's a scam. I think it's a racket, and there's police involved. That's why people, excuse me, that's why people are being doxxed or whatever they call it. Not doxxed. It's public record, so it's not being doxxed. You can say whatever you want. It's freedom of speech. And some of these people are not. They're trying to. It's slander. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's not slander. You still go to work each day, and they're not calling your works and your, where you work and everything and trying to have you fired. That's slander. You can say whatever you want to anybody about anybody if it's public uh, record and everything. Plus, we are trying to have a good YouTube community. We don't want heroin junkies and prostitutes and cartels uh, and gangbang. We don't want this stuff on YouTube. Um, that's why our children are dying. And that's why most of these people can't take care of their own kids. They're so wrapped up into doing things on YouTube or uh, doing drugs and whatever it may be. And that's why a lot of these women are single. I think their husbands and boyfriends are a lot like me, where they'll just walk away. Once they find out the truth, they walk away from the situation, even if they have kids. Uh, you know, they don't want to deal with that. They don't want to. It's too dangerous to have these people in our lives. The Sean Harmons, the Greenos, the some women on YouTube. Uh, you know, this whole thing with No Thanks Doug and Ernie Shell and Benny Keys and them, they all know each other. They all communicate. All the women love these guys. They might be their pimps. I'm not sure. Drug dealers, whatever it may be. Uh, so I think we're on the right track of what's going on. You know, the people that were causing this trouble were on YouTube. They are on YouTube. They're everything the government was saying. These people are right in front of your face. Now the only thing is we, you know, got to call the authorities and have these people dealt with. They do have lawyers because they're part of an association, a polygamous group or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Believe me, I had to stop watching some good YouTube channels. And the only reason I was watching them was uh, because of the women. And some of the dudes were cool, you know. But now I don't watch them channels anymore because they told me break away from them. You know, they're not good channels. They're not real channels. They're being they're being paid by YouTube to do things out on the streets for real. This is just like a prison operates. You know, that's how they make their money. They get an order to kill someone, they pass it out to the gang, and excuse me. You know, and I don't know any of these people, and that's probably why, because I'm asking questions uh, of what the deal is. You know, what how you guys, what's up? How you guys getting away with the things you get away when normal YouTubers can't get away with some of the things that they do? So, like I said, be safe, folks. Be safe. These people will do anything. I mean, and that makes sense why you got these people that are on there saying they're ex FBI, ex cops, and they're running the show like they own it and everything. They're not. They're probably drug dealers. They probably were at one time FBI. At one time they were police, but not no more. Now they run a prostitution ring or a dating site or a drug cartel or belong to a polygamous group or whatever. So, yeah, be safe. That's all I can say. Some of them are total nut jobs. I can tell you that much. And they're being backed by a corrupt government, meaning we're watching them. The government, the citizens are watching these channels. And these people now, the YouTube military is coming in to take most of these people out. Once we find out and get the data that it's all electronically induced, maybe someone tapped in, like they're saying, you know, and is being rewarded through a hacker. And a lot of these women have probably slept with Sean Harmon and these YouTube channels. And that makes sense why some of them ain't acting right. I mean, I was watching a video about AB, you know, that one channel that you thought was good, but then you find out people are saying he's into drugs or transporting drugs across state lines or something like that. And all these women, I think that's pretty much what it is. And I'm glad I stayed out of it. And I'm gonna unsub from another lady that is got ties with people out here and everything that are bad people on YouTube. So, you know, yeah, it's just, ain't it grand in America? I'm still alive, YouTube. You didn't kill me. Why don't you offer up some more views and subs and some more props to these killers that you have on your channel or on your YouTube thing? I already sent a message to YouTube. They better stop touching our kids and having these people rape and kidnap our kids and stuff. And that's the only way we could figure out how they're doing it. And they all know each other. They all collaborate with each other. It's a gang. You got people on there, these people that are flipping out and all kinds of stuff, tattoos of racism stuff. Most of them are all marked with body markings and stuff. Yeah, it makes perfect sense to me. I would go with it if I was a prosecutor or the government. I probably would roll with it too. Makes perfect sense. Christ, they tried to kill me out here because I stood up for myself and didn't let certain people run over me. And they got pissed about it. And even the cops, you can't do this. You can't. Yeah, sure I can't. As we catch a couple of you sleeping with prostitutes. So I would be asking, and I would be finding out. Don't sleep with any of these women. Some of them don't look good. And I have a feeling some of them have slept with some of these YouTubers that ain't looking good. I mean, I don't look too good, but I don't know. Yeah, the world's coming to an end, Bendejo, but they're more worried about Johnny Depp. Yeah, it's going to be exciting summer. It's going to be a real exciting summer in the United States of America. And be safe. Like I said, most of these people that are harassing us are mafia connected, gang connected, drug connected, prostitution. And it's going all the way to the big music bands and everything, movies and everything. It is just unbelievable. And what we need is the right dude in the White House. That's what we need. We need a guy that's going to get in there and say, we're getting rid of these people. They're going to spend time in the new prison that we just had built. That's what we need to do. And I'm breaking away from all these channels. Don't want nothing to do with any of these channels. I built my own channel. I don't have a lot of subs. And they can unsub for me. If you're a crackhead and you're a prostitute and you're affiliated with these cults and gangs, please unsubscribe to my channel. I'll hold no grudge against you. Go hang out with these other channels. I don't want nothing to do with them. It's turned into the Kimple Buckles, Hubbard trolls or whatever, Smiths and Sean Harmons and all these people that keep attacking these people and harassing these women and everything. They lost. They lost the fight. They tried to have me killed. They tried to do a lot of things. But like I said, folks, I'm from Chicago. I don't die easy. No, I'm not. Levine is, not me. You are, Bendejo, but not me. I'm not a made man. I never was Italian. I hung around Italians, but I'm not a made man, and I'm not, maybe my family is. I don't know. They'll kill them too. if that's the case. That's what's ruining this country, is these people that are connected. And Joe Biden's going, but everyone's going bye-bye. Sorry. We got a job to do, and that's protect America. I'm not mafia. If I was mafia, most of these people would have been 6 foot under, and I'd be sitting on a pile of cash. And I certainly wouldn't be looking on YouTube for these people because I wouldn't care. No offense, Bendejo. I'm not connected with nobody. Like I said, I wouldn't be here in this tiny apartment if I was a made man, Sean Harmon. I'm not in the heroin trade. That's the music business. That's how they supply the music business and the movie business. I'm not in that trade. And all points, all clues are leading to that. They tried to take people out that they owed money to. And not for drugs, for the stuff, the movies and the music and the killing for these bands that they done. Oh yeah. Well, they caught Rick Rudd from AC/DC trying to kill people with having his fans or something attack somebody. So it is true, everything they've been saying. It's sad, but true. And I don't want no part of it. I don't want no part of it. And don't let these people suck you into it. Bendejo, I've been pretty lenient with you and where you're from. I've seen you on other channels. And I'm not a made man. I don't want to be a made man. I don't want to be affiliated with that. You don't need to be a made man to get rid of these people. That's what I keep telling these people. These people got such a grip on these people. They think I can't do nothing without an order. I'm not affiliated with nothing. I don't need an order to protect myself and my country. I don't know what to tell these people. I don't need to answer to a drug pen to do what I want in this country. We're free men. We don't go by your rules. None of them. And I'm lenient with these people. Some of the people would say, you should have broke this dude's head open. I'm not talking about Bendejo. I'm talking about these other YouTube channels. But as long as I'm alive on Earth, we're going to keep hunting these people down one at a time. It's gonna keep going down. There ain't nothing stopping it. I mean, really, some of these guys are so convinced about it. They will get the job done. Meaning, they don't care who these guys are. They will attack these dudes, even if they're rich, powerful, even mafioso dudes. They will attack them if they feel that these guys are a bunch of child rapists and kiddie porn people, and they'll take these people out. I even think the real Italian mafiosos in Italy want to take out some of these people in the United States that have just been doing sick and horrible things. And some of these ladies are being protected by these idiots that have been pushing drugs, and they're pimps. So be safe. It's gonna get ugly. Protect yourself, protect your family. And we don't need no permission to do what we want. That's what I keep telling people. No, you can't. I'm going to call whoever you want. Put whatever kind of spell on me. Do what kind of voodoo you want. But I'm not backing off this country, man. I'm not. And these corrupt, evil people. I don't care. I've been threatened enough with. We're a biker gang. Yeah. Where's your little hideout? You know, when's the next biker rally or whatever? They keep threatening, and they'll see that we really don't care about these people. We don't need these people anymore to fight a war. And I finally got my point through the government. We don't need boots on the ground. We got technology now where we don't need these people. You know, you need us to fight a war. I don't need shit from you people. We got technology. We don't need yous. You deserve to be in Guantanamo Bay, most of you. We just don't need you folks no more. We don't need boots on the ground. Our technology has come so far. We don't need you. You know, if it was up to me, I'd take your pensions and kick you out of this country. You know, well, I'm not sure. We'll see. You know, we'll see. I'm not sure. It's all making sense. Why are we catching these people, bands, movie stars, talking to countries that they shouldn't be doing that? And that's why this country falls all the time. And that's why this country and its civilians are in such a bad problem. And yeah, it's unreal. You can't make this stuff up, folks. I wish I could, but there ain't no way. I can't. They sold their souls to the devil. And now all we got to do is go around and pick these dudes up. Keep hounding them. Keep hounding these women. They're being these drama channels, they're being drilled by people. We're driving them nuts. They're actually going cuckoo on camera. They're battling against each other. They're doing all kinds of crap. You know, we're tracking their phones. Every call they make to these other YouTubers and stuff. I got a problem. I got this guy's onto it. Yeah. It's all coming to an end, folks. I can't wait. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be horrible, but it's something that needs to be done in this country. We don't need these people around our children. A lot of these YouTubers have had their children taken away or are on the brink of having their kids taken away. I wouldn't doubt it if they all know. Guess who? Candace Wells, Don Wells, drug cartel. He's a big dealer. All the stuff that they said. And they tried to blame the Mexican mafia for it. They tried to blame the Italian mafia for these kids coming up missing. If I was a mafioso, I would have said, you get rid of all them dudes. You make sure you put them through the hamburger grinder and you never see them again. Feed them to the animals and give most of them to the butcher and pump it out through the feed them their own kind. So, yeah, it's going to get really interesting this summer down south on the streets. Start carrying weapons, stocking up on all kinds of stuff. It's going down. The government can't stop it. They don't want to stop it. Christ, there's enough stuff on the government. Well, I wouldn't doubt it if they're going to try assassinating these people, most of them. Now, plus Putin's pretty pissed off because our government was saying we need to assassinate him. They watch everything we say. You know, Putin ain't dumb. So I imagine once word gets out of what the evil government has done, and NATO, now we're going to be into NATO. You know, did NATO know that Joe Biden was doing this stuff? Did NATO know? You know, all these governments, it's a gang, it's evil. We sniffed them out. The Lord revealed these people to us within politics, police, FBI, and YouTube. And it's just a matter of time before this happens. You know, say goodbye to paradise, boys and ladies. Don't worry, though. If I die, keep going on with this. Keep fighting these people. Keep going on. You know, keep pushing on. Keep tracking these people down. And remember, most of all, don't abide by their laws. If they take a life, take 5 of theirs. All right? They are a gang, an association. Most of them are being called child rapists and molesters. And if I'm not going to tell you to look up their records because I don't know if they have clearance for that, but they are what they've been called. They are everything that we thought they were. And we need the right person in the White House. You know how the president in Ukraine now is so big, and he's an outsider. He was an actor. He wasn't a politician. He wasn't this. He was that. That's what we need in the White House. Someone that is not affiliated with politics and ain't afraid to make the call. We take them all out. That's it. They are too risky. They are devious on YouTube. Take them all out. They're too risky to be walking around in civilian life, raping and pillaging and prostitution. Most of these women and men that you folks are seeing have AIDS. They're in the first stages of AIDS. And that's what drugs will do. Heroin, the needle, sharing a needle with people. That's what it'll do. And I've seen what the needle and the damage could do. It's horrible. So most of these people got a rude awakening coming to them. Most of them are unstable and had their kids taken away from them because of that. The drugs and the people that they're affiliated with. And believe me, I unscribed to, I was subbed to a lot of people. And I think I'm down to 100 subs now. That's it. All this information is coming out. And, you know, we forgive them and everything, but they haven't learned. They're still wrapped up in this stuff. You know, they're still wrapped up into it. They're attacking us. The police ain't doing nothing. They don't want us to. The police want us to handle the situation ourselves, the FBI and all them. You know, Mr. Trump was staying under. How long are the citizens going to, you know, before they stand up and do something about it? You know, they want us to get involved in it. They want us to do something. But here's the thing. As citizens, we don't want to do anything because we end up being thrown in prison for it. You know, not the bad guys that are out raping and pillaging and stealing and swindling money and trafficking kids and heroin and all kinds of stuff. It is the people that stand up and say, we've had enough of these idiots, and they take them out. And who gets in trouble for it? The American citizen. You know, the American citizen. That's why some of these true government people are saying this country is being eaten alive from the inside. It ain't these other countries. It is Americans killing its own country. Killing its own country. Letting its fellow man die as they give money and resources to another country. You know, I can't, I don't know what you folks think, but I think it's horrible. Hey, Spencer, how you doing? Bendejo as usual, Zen. Oh, Dawkins and oh, well, thank you, Dawkins. Thank you very much. But be safe, especially if you're a woman. Be safe. You know, America has lost morals. It's lost integrity. It's I'm done with these polygamous groups that have 50 wives and 100 and something kids, and they don't even pay for their own kids. Who pays for them? Citizens of America. You know, I'm done with a lot of these groups. It's just horrible. And there's nobody to blame except for the government. You know, for letting this happen. How about we just stop paying taxes, property tax, and just say we're not going to stand for this no more until you do your jobs right. We're not going to pay taxes. We're not paying our property tax, and booby trap your home and properties. You know, I mean, there's a lot of ways we can attack this. We can't attack it through voting because that's rigged. Nobody believes nothing no more. I do believe some of these professionals are saying we are going into World War III, folks. But the American citizen don't want to hear that. The American citizen can't fathom that we are going to go into a World War III right in our own country and all over the world. And we are getting ready to go into it. And it's going to happen in our own United States country. And once that does happen, we are going to use technology on our own people. Not because we don't like our own people, because we're not going to stand for it in our country. We're not going to stand for this no more. America is lagging in technology and people that are smart. The simple fact is the colleges have become so infested with rapes, killings, murders, drugs, prostitution. Japan and China and these other countries are blowing us away in technology because America is not what they tell you folks it is. You know, it's a scam. After last night, Nazism is still going perfectly. After last night, slavery is still on earth. You know, yes, citizens' arrest on government people are going to be happening. You know, People just, you're going to have a bunch of vigilantes come in. And them vigilantes are going to hunt down people, even if they're in government, and they're going to get rid of these people. The government was right. Before I even got on YouTube, they were right. These are the people. You're going to be watching the people on YouTube that are wanted for things, that have killed, that have sold drugs to your family members, that have died from injecting poison and snorting. And, you know, these are the people that raped children and your family. You know, I had a family member's death on the internet that was on social media, in the papers, on social media, internet, YouTube. It's very heartbreaking. And some of us that had that, well, we turn a different way. We don't trust the police. We don't trust the government. They've always backed out on us. They never do their job right. They never, do whatever they say they're going to do. And most of them are wrapped up in it. That's why you don't get any progress in a case. Now, I dumped like 50 women's YouTube channels because little birdie said, these women they're not right, and they're not for you. We know you're looking for love, but you're looking for love in all the wrong places. Nah, the wolves. Dawkins. Yeah, I know a little bit about the wolves. Yes. Yes, ma'am. False teachings and let me get to my chat real quick. Preachers, teachers. Yes, you are right, Dawkins. I hate to say it, she's right. She is right. These are the people that we put on pedestals. And here they are, raping and pillaging our country behind our backs. And they always blame another country. You notice that? It was China. It's Japan. It's Russia. No, it ain't. You want to see the proof that we are being eaten alive from these idiots in our own country. And we don't need these people no more to have a military. We have technology where we don't need a manned military. We can get rid of all these people and still have a military. Christ, I can program a drone, run it from a satellite. I could put millions of drones in the sky and on the ground, and they'll all be ran from a satellite. And towers, signal towers. I don't need Americans to patrol America anymore to keep America safe. I don't need these guys. You're going to need me for war. No, I don't. I don't need you for a military no more. My technology has succumbed your human weapons. We don't need these people. They think they got us by the balls, and I'm like, no. Our new technology, we don't need you folks. You're raping and pillaging and killing Americans, and now you want to put your uniform back on and go fight a war. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen that way. Keep working on the new technology. And we really should have done this 50 years ago. We should have got rid of these people. These people got rap sheets of child abuse, not once, not twice, 3 times, 30 some times. Let me check my chat. Taking our children and wanting their blood. This voodoo chaos, blood drinking. It is. It's unreal. She's right. Dawkins right about that. No, I'm not a sub to her. No. Bendejo, I'm not a sub to her. I've only watched a couple of her videos and I was like, nah. No. And I didn't even know who she was until you came into my chat and started talking about her. And you told me that she was doing a karaoke channel, but I haven't seen any of the karaoke stuff, so I haven't been paying no attention to it. But I don't know. These people on YouTube, I'm starting to see these videos. Chosen ones, they're upset at you because we're not chosen ones. We're human beings, and we let these brainwashing religion groups do the same thing. These people are causing World War III in America. I hate to tell you folks this. You can't phantom it. You don't want to phantom it because you can't realize of what is actually going to be released on America. And I know you're thinking it's the greatest country in the world. How could this happen? Ask your politicians. Ask your state police and your police officers, how can this happen? Ask the movie business, the music business that pays these drug dealers to supply their people. The movie business, ask them, how could this happen? We got plenty of footage of these guys saying, well, I went to the whatever, and got a kilo of cocaine, and there was piles of it all in the studios, all over the movie set, and all, Excuse me, I just woke up. Got to clear the old lungs out. Let me read also what's going on. Oh, Goldie Olson, how you doing, sweetie? How's things up north there? I hope you and your sister are doing good. Don't drink too much. We love you out here in the United States. Oh wait, she is in the United States. I thought she was up in the Maple Lands of Canada, the beautiful country of Canada. Hey, what was it? Hey. Yes, this is war that it has to happen. The world's gone too bad. I don't trust a lot of these YouTubers on, well, for one, they they're all scattering crackheads. If you live in a city, you know exactly what I'm talking about, of what a scattering crackhead is. And that's what most of these people are. They're scattering heroin crackheads, and I praise some of them that are trying to make a change, but they're not doing their jobs enough. They're not covering, they're not arresting the right people. Um, they're just allowing it to happen. They're overlooking, you know. Oh, hello, media, or Maya Media Mogul. Like I said, we don't need these people no more. Uh, now, are you talking about the wolves, Dawkins? What wolves are you talking about? Like the real life wolves, or the wolves? They're actually they're sheep, or they're wolves in sheep clothing. They are. Feel free to go ahead and explain yourself, Miss Dawkins. No, I don't know. They take over everything. They really do. And you know what happens when they catch these people? What's the first thing out of their mouth? What's the first thing out of their mouths? I'm a United States soldier. I served for this country. How could you do this? Well, you raped them girls. You stole. You took over a company. I've watched Marines say they've gone into businesses and they take it over. You got the owner of the company going, I lost control of my company, you know, and then we find out it's a Marine. They went in and took over everything. Are you talking about the wolves in Russia, or the wolves here in our country? You got to watch the wolves show the military conspiracy. Oh, is it a YouTube channel? These military conspiracy encounters. Yeah, I know we got all kinds of chemicals missing from the military, all kinds of weaponry, flak jackets, uh, ARs, all kinds of weapons. Uh, yeah, it's unreal. It's unreal. I don't know, but I got some crazy theories on some of this stuff. Why is it happening? You know, why are they doing this to our children? Our you know, I don't know. Why are they letting these people on YouTube with criminal records that I thought you can't be on Facebook with any kind of felonies or anything like that, or any kind of child molesting or whatever, or anything, you're not allowed to be on Facebook with that. But I guess they changed the laws. And I thought that was the same way with YouTube. If you were a 5-time convicted whatever, you weren't allowed to be on social media. But these days, these people, prison is like a 5-star hotel. These guys got cell phones, internet, YouTube, and they kill people from the prison. They're saying that uh, if they want, they can overthrow this country, and there's nothing the government can do about it. That's how powerful they became. What's the channel? Post it. Just the channel. What the channel name is it? You know. Don't post nothing else but the YouTube channel, and I'll check it out. Well, they already got drugs that do that. Brain chips they're putting in people's heads and all kinds of stuff. All right. Hold on. Let me write that down. A lot of people do screenshots or whatever, but I don't do that. These people are, I don't know. Hold on a minute. Now, if you ask me, I'd label these people as Satan. They're the devil. They're not a descendants of God. You know, like most of these idiots are saying, you know, I think we all know who I'm talking about. That they're descendants of God and all this and that. Not if you're raping and killing and shooting junk in your veins and deceiving American people. You people are not sent from God. I don't believe yous. I don't want to believe yous. You know, I don't want to believe you folks. Anyone that is raping and pillaging our country is not of God. They're of the devil. That's just my beliefs. Call me crazy, but I don't think God is raping and slaughtered them two girls uh, in Delphi and the Evansdale girl and so many more down there. You know, I don't think God killed Gabby Petito. Um, you know, sorry, I just don't think so. Now, call me crazy. You know, do you think God? I'm asking my people that are in my channel right now. Do you think God is the cause of these children's deaths? You know, put a one if yes, put a two if no. You know, do you think God is actually doing that? If it is, I don't want to worship that God. We don't want no parts of that God if they're killing and raping children. Seek truth with Dave. Look what these people did to Chris Watts' family. It's a Manson thing. Chris Watts killed his own kids. I keep telling these people, listen, folks, you ain't seeing all the evidence. He killed his kids and his wife. He did that by himself, no one else there. Now, whether he's being brainwashed, drugs, whatever, he did the murders. Nobody else did. You know, nobody else killed. If anybody was involved in it, it was his girlfriend, him and his girlfriend, and that's it. This whole story that Chris Watts took a plea deal to protect others. No. Chris Watts took a plea deal because the evidence was so strong against him that we were going for death. We don't want him on earth. Death. The evidence was so strong. That's why he took a plea deal, not because he wanted to protect other people in this big. No. Chris Watts did what he did, and he did it all for the nookie, for the vagina. And that's it. For someone else's, that's it. If anybody, and I'm not mad at you, Dawkins, I'm not talking about you. If anybody's to blame for what happened, it is Chris Watts and maybe his girlfriend, Nikki. Maybe. I doubt it, because they probably would have had her locked up unless she turned state's evidence against them. But the only reason Chris Watts took a plea deal was because the evidence was so great against him. And these folks keep forgetting that he had a security system in his house that recorded everything. And I bet you they went to Sean and said, or not Sean, Chris Watts, and said, you got a security system in your house, right? Yeah. Okay. And I bet you they came back and said, yeah, where is she? Tell us what happened. You know, people, watch the interrogation yourself. Watch Chris Watts tell his father, get a lawyer. And his dad says, why? Because I killed him. And what does his dad say? Oh my God, Chris, are you kidding? No, I killed him. I got rid of him. And then he came up with this big story. Well, Shanann killed the two girls because he wanted a divorce. And then he killed Shanann. You know, the evidence didn't point to any of that. And that's probably why they had him by the balls, because he had a security system in his house that records everything. And they probably had him. They had him. That's the only reason he took a plea bargain, not because he was trying to protect this big organization of his and all these people that, you know, and then he tried to blame his workers, you know, that his workers were involved in it. And everyone said, no, Sean, or Chris, you know, you want to explain to us what happened? And that's when he broke down. They had all kinds of evidence on him. Tammy Lee said that story, Johnny. What story? Hold on, let me check. Yeah, yeah. He just wanted another piece of vagina. He wanted to walk away from it all. And instead of just getting a divorce and paying alimony and splitting up, he decided to kill his wife and two kids. And he got caught. You know, yeah, he's just a sick puppy. And now these women are falling nuts over him. You know, free Chris Watts. You know, no, Chris Watts ain't ever getting out of prison. If I got anything to say about it, you know, there's a lot of people saying, you know, government, they're protecting these child molesters. Some of them are saying they're releasing them back into our society, and they're raping and pillaging and killing their families and children and all kinds of stuff. I say government got his girl's eyes. Oil is involved. Check it out. This government, all because he worked for an oil plant? Nah, I don't think they have anything to do. He did it on his own. He did it on his own. There ain't nobody, you know, I worked for an oil company. The oil company paid me to kill my wife and two kids. He did it on his own. People just can't fathom it. He was a godly person. They went to church and everything, and they can't fathom that their own people are doing this. It's like a giant cult. A giant polygamist, all kinds, not just polygamist. Whatever. They're the same way. Some of these women said, I got wrapped up into this, and he was sleeping with 5, 6 women, had 50 wives or whatever. How do these women get so that these people are so powerful? Brainwashed or whatever. I don't know. Not God. They're definitely not of God. No, they're not God. Tammy Lee said, "Did Shanann kill the babies?" Well, I don't think. No, if Shanann would have killed the babies, there would have been proof that Shanann killed the babies. They would have went in there instead and said, "Well, the proof that we have and the DNA on the girls, the necks, the suffocation or strangulation it was, because Chris Watts himself said that the girl's eyes were bloodshot and all bloody and everything, and that's from strangulation. In the first interview that Chris Watts did, he spilled the beans. He killed both of his kids. They were dead before Shanann even got there. And then he killed Shanann, and he thought everyone was dead. And that shadow that you see come running up of the side of the vehicle was one of the little girls that came back to life because she wasn't completely dead. And it freaked him out. That was the first interrogation that I seen on Chris Watts where he confessed to it. Now, why would he confess to it if it wasn't Chris Watts? Why would he say stuff like that in the interrogation of it? Him himself said the little girl came back to life and freaked him out. She came running up to Daddy. Chris Watts ain't never getting out of prison, folks. And if he does, we want the politicians that let him out and the judges. See, we are real close to World War III. Well, we're actually going into it right now. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get really ugly. Praise God. Glory be to God, King of Kings. He's in heaven. He ain't on earth. So it's going to get interesting this summer. Are there going to be more people dying in the streets? Yes. No way around it. I'm not going to lie to you and say no, because we don't have the boots on the ground in America to stop it. That's why we need to turn towards our drones and assault drones that patrol on the streets. And this can all be done very easily. We don't need these people that are out slaughtering our children, selling drugs, weapons, prostitution. And then when a war happens, they put on the uniform and go fight and think everything's okay. For one, we can save this country a lot of money by locking these people up and taking their pensions away. That's why we need a change of the regime in America. They got too comfortable in there, folks. They're killing our country and civilians as they pay for other countries to attack us. Why do you think they wanted to send 20-something or 50 million or billion to Ukraine or them areas out there, only for us to get attacked. And the weapons we send them to fight a war get turned around and used on American soldiers. You know, let me see what Goldie's saying. Apparently, when you open those oil tanks without proper gear, it makes you sick. Oh, sure. Breathing in the fumes of an oil tank? Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. And folks, did you see the size of the pipe that he shoved his two little kids in? You know, why would he admit that he shoved his kids in an oil tank if he didn't do it? Do you see the size of this? This is a dinner plate, paper plate, 8-inch circumference. That's my hand. Okay. This is the size of the pipe at the top of the tanks. This is the size of the size of the tank hole, which is no bigger than my hand. Okay, that he shoved his two little kids in and dropped to the bottom of a tank. And you people are on TV and you want him out into public so he could do this again. That's what you folks want. You want your soldier that served in the military probably out on the street to fight a war so he can rape and pillage more of your children. That's what you folks want. You don't want justice. Most of you women are in love with Chris Watts. He's such a hunk. Let's get him a free Chris Watts. We should beat your brains in like baby seals. Put you in prison for even wanting something like that out in society again. You know, unreal. Unbelievable the way this country's thinking is so sick. I'm starting to side with some of the professionals saying we're going to have to nuke this whole effing thing and start all over again. Okay, let's get in the bomb shelters and let's do it. I'm not going to let these people back out on our streets to do the same thing. You know, it's just improbable. You know, no, it ain't going to happen. Ain't gonna happen. Let me check my chat. I'm sure he did it. I just wondered about her involvement. You're right, Goldie Olson. You're right. How much did she know? No, that's what a woman could do. A woman is a witch. Not all of you ladies. Not all of you ladies, but most of these women are just so, and men are so wrapped up into evil. It's unreal. I love his family. Whose family? Dawkins. Whose family? Two separate tanks because they are setting him up. Setting who up? Chris Watts? Yes, go leave. Hold on, let me read this. Jimbo was sick too. They cleaned that place up just like the house blamed Chris and watched us get him. I don't know what they're talking about. It could be Ernie Shell or one of these YouTubers that are using the alt account or something. I don't know. Dawkins kind of explain who's getting set up. I'm always getting set up. If you're talking about me, I already know that. You know, we're already hip to that. But I'm interested in to see what she's talking about. The house blamed Chris and watched us get him. I don't know what Chris What in heaven? I don't know. It's probably Sean Harmon. Chris Watts is being set up. Done did it. I don't know. Chris Watts is dead. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. He's in prison somewhere. I don't know. It's probably Ernie Shell. And that's what I'm saying. You know, people are thinking, well, you're trying to take over the country. You're trying to tell YouTube how to run. No, I'm trying to make sure our children are safe from people that are not using the right information on YouTube and on Facebook. They're using other people's photos and names to get on Facebook and YouTube. And the only reason they're doing that is because they must be up to no good. They must either be swapping pictures, child porn, whatever. They belong to a gang, mafia, or they're terrorist or corrupt or whatever. But if you can't use your real name, which you're supposed to, that's what the contract said. It's no wonder our children are dying by the handfuls every 20 minutes and being kidnapped and raped and pillaged. These people want it to continue, folks. The government wants your children raped and pillaged, or they would have stopped it. YouTube wants your families to be raped and pillaged and killed, or they would have stopped it. And they didn't. Who loves Shanann and the children? Well, we love everyone, you know, and you want her and she wants you, but no one is ever to blame, are they? No one. No one's ever to blame. No, I don't know. We all love Shanann and the children. It would have been easy as, see, the government and religion has put such a tight grip on this country where if these people would have just walked away and got a divorce and didn't get, and if men didn't get such scrutinized and just rang out at the court system, and if the church didn't make it to where it's a sin to get divorced, Shanann and her two children probably would have been still alive. Would you agree on that, folks? Is there anybody out there that would agree on that? Shanann and her two children probably still would have been alive. But he would have lost everything. He would have lost everything and he would have had to start over. He would have had to find a house and he would have had to pay them alimony payments until them two little girls were 18. Until they were 18. And they were just babies, 1, 2, or what, 4 or 5 years old. So he knew that the rest of his life, he'd have nothing. Nothing. And he decided, I'll kill him. We'll kill them all. He got caught. If he was a little bit smarter, he wouldn't have got caught. And we'd still be looking for his wife and 2 kids. But they've made it so much where it's a sin to walk away from a family when there's no more love. And the only reason they're together is because of the kids. That's it. Because that guy don't want to have nothing and live like a scumbag because he's paying his wife alimony for 2 kids. I guarantee you if they weren't so strict on divorce and the man getting just totally reamed, them that family would still be alive today. But much like a lot of these gentlemen are finding out, they'd rather kill their whole family than pay for the rest of their lives and have nothing. And no woman, I know exactly how Chris felt. I'm not going to have nothing. And there ain't going to be no woman that wants a man that has nothing because he's living out of a truck and paying alimony to his wife and his 2 kids. No woman wants anything to do with a man like that. You know, he knew that he was screwed. The rest of his, or at least for 18 years, he was going to be paying a woman that he did not love, and he wasn't going to have nothing. And he snapped. He snapped, and you're going to see a lot more of these husbands snapping in the future. They just created it themselves. America has created this mess. Religion has created this mess. Not God. I'm sure God would have said, just walk away. I would rather have the wife and the 2 kids alive, Chris. Just walk away. I forgive you of your sins or whatever. And walk away. You know. But they didn't. They put so much pressure on him. He snapped. He's not the only one. There's been hundreds and thousands of men that have just said, I'm not doing this. I'm eating hot dogs every day and living out of a vehicle. You know, they just decide, I'll kill the whole family. I ain't got to pay nothing. I'll sit in jail, but at least they're not getting my money. You know, at least I'm not, that's the way they're thinking these days. I don't know what to tell you folks. That's just the way I think. I know a lot of you are going to say, you're nuts. You have no idea what you're talking about. I guess I don't. But if it wasn't such a great sin, Shanann and them 2 girls would have been alive today if they would have just walked away. I don't think, and I bet you Shanann played a part in her own murder, meaning she wouldn't let it go. Do I think she killed the kids? No. But I think she did push Chris to a spot where he said, I'll kill them. I'll kill her. You know, she wouldn't give him the divorce. She didn't want him to walk away. He didn't love her no more. That's the bottom line. Hey, my family went through divorce. Of course, my father didn't end up killing my mother, but divorce, it was horrible. It was horrible. My father did have to pay, and he wasn't the man he was because he wasn't in love no more with my mother. You know, it was a horrible divorce, but, you know, my family didn't kill each other. You know, they might have killed me, but not themselves. I don't know, Bendejo. If you want to be pen pals with Chris Watts, they're saying Chris Watts is dead. They killed him in prison, Ben. No one is safe in prison, Ben. They think they are, and I think someone said Chris Watts is dead. No. I'll tell you, the civilians are even going, they're getting rid of these people, these government people that are saying, oh no, give them a 5th chance. Yeah, here it says Chris Watts is dead. We love Chris Watts in heaven. So Chris must be gone or on his way to being gone, but if you want to write him, Bendejo, go ahead, dude. I don't care. That's your thing. I don't deal with people like that. You know. I don't deal with people like that. I don't know. I'm not going to write him because I know he's guilty. And I just don't hang around with people like that. And you know what? Like I said, some of these politicians are are telling the truth. Even Ted Nugent was saying they're releasing these dudes back on the street after they've committed murder. How many times? Rapes and everything. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. These dudes are 10 times, 12, 30 times convicted of the same violent crimes, rapes, and, you know. All right, let's see what Dawkins said. Ben D, maybe you are being sarcastic. Well, what if he were your son, dude? If who was your son? I don't know. Let me see what they're talking about. Chris, don't snap. Listen to the people around him. Yes, he was under pressure. You have to follow to know. Telling you it's a masonry secret. It's Masons again. Boy, they're killing these Masons. Secret society involved. They were gonna blow plants up. Maybe you can be pen pals with Watts. Bendejo said, "Go, Leo. I always say if somebody's not making you happy, just walk away." Exactly. That's why I walked away from a lot of these YouTube channels. But then I recognized who they were. But some of them, they're fake names. You know, there's a reason it's a fake name. It's not because they are trying to protect anybody. Goldie Olson says, I always say somebody's not making you happy. Just walk away, sooner the better. Exactly. Dawkins, Tara Lynn Dawkins said, Ben D, maybe you are being sarcastic. Well, what if he were your son, dude? Just saying, Watts. Who, Chris Watts? I don't. You'd have to forgive him, but if he was my kid, I don't know. Good God, he wouldn't have made it to the police. They would have never caught. They'd be looking for Chris Watts if he was my son and did something like that. Killed his wife and 2 baby girls. Now, I don't care what kind of organization you belong to. I don't care what kind of cult, what kind of religion you believe in. If you are that weak in the mind, if you can't control your penis that much, where you got to kill your wife and 2 kids, you ain't right. There's something wrong with you folks. If you decide to go ahead and kill your wife and kids because you want another woman, you ain't right in the head. That ain't right. I don't know what gods you worship. I don't know what religion you folks belong to. But these are religions I don't want in my country. I don't want these religions that say you are going to be forgiven for killing your 2 little daughters and your wife because you wanted a vagina from someone else. You should have gotten a divorce. You should have walked away. Although, granted, the harshness of getting a divorce and alimony is enough to make a man kill himself. This whole thing with this stuff that's going on in our country, it's a 50-50 road. But then again, most of these women had kids and told men they couldn't get pregnant. They lied. Why? So they can get pregnant. It's a miracle. No, they knew all along they can get pregnant. They just lied. Why? Because they wanted to get pregnant. Why? So they can get a check. People, we have figured out that these people are having children for nothing other than money. Do you understand? Some of them are having kids and they're selling them on the streets for money and drugs. And if you folks can't figure that out, then I'm glad that we are getting rid of most of this country in World War III, because I don't want these people in my country. And I don't want to worship a religion that says it's okay for you to kill your kids and wife. You know, and I don't want to listen to a government anymore that says you got kids and a wife, so you got nothing. You got to go out and get 6 jobs in order just to pay the alimony for them 2 kids. And you're not going to have nothing ever again in life. And there ain't going to be no woman that wants you because you'll have nothing. I don't want that kind of system anymore in my country. There's no one to blame but society, the laws, and these religions of these women being killed and their children because it's too much of a pressure on a man. These women want a man to be a slave. You're a slave to something that, a gift to God, from God, a little child. That you people turned into a money-making machine. And a lot of women and children would be alive today if they would look at the root cause of the problem. And I'm not yelling at anybody in my chat, so I'm just expressing myself. You know. So, like I said, I don't know. Kessinger is a 9 in Lagrange. I don't know. I have no idea what Ben DeHill's talking about. I have no idea. Right, Chris. Turner and Dawkins says, right, Chris wouldn't. He wouldn't. He was slugged and showered with unusually attention. What? As all, it's got to be Harmon. These evil ones, Stalker, framed and shamed him, and it's a fucking Chris Watts woman or whatever. Is it Lana? What's her name? Or Chris Watts. If he ain't dead already, like some people are saying, he will be. And it's a Chris Watts lover. What prison is he in? What prison is he in? Write down that name. Chris Watts. It might be someone that sent him from another channel. Chris Watts. It's not a Chris. I don't know. Funk no Ontario. Wisconsin. I don't know. But we are starting to see a lot of these people jump on board. Save Chris Watts and everything. They might be being paid by his family members or whatever. Like I said, I don't like the guy. He could have walked away, although he would never have anything for 18 years. For 18 years, he would have lived like a scumbucket. Either that or he would have had to get 6 jobs just to get an apartment and have something. And that's what it is. Oh, well, don't you love your kids? No, I don't. I don't love anything that I become a slave to. And I got nothing because, and then she's out banging other guys and the kids are calling some other guy daddy. No. Is this Elder or whatever his name is or whoever it is, Chris Elder? I don't know. Is it the Zabaros? Who is it? I'm getting tired of this shit. This is madness. And this is why a lot of women have died, family members, and a lot of men that were dating women like that. It's coming, boys. Yes, I do agree with the politicians. We're going to push us into World War III in America, not in another country. In America, we want this. Well, I don't know. Well, then lock up Nikki too. That's what NK wanted. Well, lock her up. No, if she had a hand in it, why ain't she in prison? I'm sure they're watching her, but why ain't she in prison? There's only one reason she's not in prison. She turned state's evidence against them. That would be the only thing. But the government would have had to produce that information saying she was part of the murders. I don't think she was. I don't think there was anybody there but Chris Watts. I believe them 2 little girls were dead before Shanann even came home. He was waiting for her to come home. She came home. He killed her. And that was it. That was it. I bet you she came in the door, the front door. And I bet you she was dead within minutes. And I bet you the security alarm went off. And I bet you it started the security alarm. I bet you. Why was he looking for his ring or her ring or that fell? Or that was in the vehicle? Her wedding ring or whatever or something. I believe he had it on the whole time. And he ran upstairs and he put the ring on here's her wedding ring to have proof. She must have left me for another man or something like that. I bet you Chris Watts had her cell phone and was actually texting people to make it look like she was leaving Chris or going somewhere with the kids. Where did they find her cell phone? In her house. That's where they found her cell phone. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. And that's why I think the police, once they got the security system information, I think they knew they went in the right way and said, Chris, you better tell us what's going on because, and I think I heard them say, you got a security system in your house. And he said, yeah, in the interrogations and everything. So I think they knew already what conspired. They already knew. I think they already knew. That's why I'm here. Let's get her help. Us, Dave is coming to America. Oh, all right. I didn't know. I had no idea that Dave was heading here, Dawkins. We'll help him out. Don't worry about it. No, they did not have the passcode. What, to the phone? He wanted to know why they won't show his phone messages. He is trying to prove it's seeking truth with Dave. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But here's the bottom line. There was no one else in that house except for Chris Watts. And the bottom line is he killed the two girls. So even if it was a conspiracy with Dave and everything like that, uh, it don't matter because he did the murders. And here's the bottom line. I'm going to tell you folks, just like the police told me when I was younger and growing up, I'm going to tell you folks, just like my parents told me. If someone jumps off a bridge and tells you to jump off a bridge or a cliff, are you going to jump off of it? No. Okay, then. If someone told you to kill somebody, would you kill them? No. All right, then. These people did. And it's their own faults. Oh, Goldie Olson's got indoor motion detectors and everything. Good. In today's world, you should. I'm working on a CRAM 22 that shoots like 5,000 rounds in so many seconds for home defense, hooked up to a motion detector sensor. The government's, but you can't build that. Right here. Tell me what I can do in my country. Corrupt pieces of shit. I'll build whatever weaponry I want. Good luck trying to go up against it. The police said they had an Alexa too. Yeah, Alexa's probably spilled the beans on all of them, Goldie Olson. I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, they didn't hide nothing. All that information is out there, Dockin, of actually what happened and how it went down. And that's how it went down. I believe, my opinion is he was waiting for her. The girls were already dead. Not all this stuff. Chris was late. Why would Shanann love them kids? Why would Shanann kill her own kids because Chris was sleeping with another woman? Now, have there been cases where women have done that? Yes. There have been cases where women have killed their children because the husband wanted a divorce. That is true. But do I think in this case with Chris Watts that Shanann killed her two kids because Chris Watts was cheating on her? No. Not in this case. I think Chris Watts, them girls were already dead before she even came home. Once she came in that door, that tripped the security system. And after that, she was dead. He was just waiting for her to come home, kill her, and get everything ready to go. She probably came in and was killed. And he made it look like that she was laying in bed. He probably disturbed the bed. She probably never made it to bed. If you want my opinion, that's just my opinion. Even the next door neighbor's camera didn't pick nobody up but Chris Watts and the shadow of a little tiny person running up to Chris Watts after she came back to life. And he couldn't kill her again because he was outside. He knew he was being watched outside. He knew that his next door neighbor had a camera. And I think he killed the kid. I think his first interrogation information was true. He killed the 2 girls first, and he was just waiting for her to come home, and he finished the job. And I do think it's true what he said. He thought the girls were dead, and one of them came back to life. And her eyes were all bloodshot and dripping blood and all that. And she came back to life. Now, he's not going to kill her out in public. So what did he do? He just picked her up and threw her in the truck and finished the job at his work site. You know? Before he threw her in the tank, he's saying she was still alive when he threw her in the tank. I don't know. So if Chris Watts was perfectly innocent, Duncan or Dawkins, he would not be in prison. You know, I don't think it had anything to do with oil. I think Chris Watts might have been. Chris Watts did a lot of traveling to different oil places. That's what he did. He traveled to places out there in Colorado and everything. I think Chris Watts might have been some kind of a sexual predator. You know? And I bet you he slept with other women besides Nikki, whatever her name was. You know, that's what I'm thinking. It's like Don Wells, you know, that case, the Summer Wells case. You know, you better be questioning Don Wells about some of them girls that are missing out there in Utah and everything that were found out there. The girls were with him. Shanann was on some kind of a trip. She went somewhere for a while. She came home from the vacation she took or the trip she took. The girls were with Chris the whole time. If the girls weren't with Chris, they were at the babysitter's house or whoever was watching the girls. Why, Shanann went on her trip. Didn't you guys watch the video of her getting dropped off? And her walking in the door. That's the last time anyone's seen her. She was on vacation. They were having trouble before she went on vacation. He was supposedly sleeping in the basement in that bed, and she was sleeping upstairs. Here's the bottom line. If they would have just got a divorce and walked away, Shanann and the 2 girls would have still been alive. Oh, Golios, and you're replying to Doc, and I'm not upset at you ladies. I'm not upset at you ladies at all in my chat. I'm just explaining to some of you that might not understand that she was on vacation or whatever. She went out of town. She came back home. That's the last clip of you see her getting dropped off. And then even the neighbor picked up that car and said, there she is. She's getting dropped off. And you can see Shanann walking into the house. That is Shanann walking into the house, not Nikki. And then he killed her. He had everything waiting and ready to go. He's coming out with this sob story. Now they're saying, oh, well, Chris has got, looks like he might have ADD and he might have, they're trying to make excuses. You know, we're seeing maybe he's got ADD or DDH or whatever. They're trying to make excuses for Chris Watts. There are no excuses. He made his choices. He made his bed. He's got to lay in it, not me. There ain't, for one, if you're with a woman or a man and they say they're not going to give you sex unless you kill your family, you might want to walk away from that woman or that man. If you're with a woman and she's talking about, you really should kill your wife and 2 kids and we could be together, you might want to walk away from that relationship. You know? No, I'm not calling you crazy, doctor. Goldie Olson says it sounds like a pretty good relationship to her if they ask you to kill your own family. Oh my God, Goldie, come on. Bottom line is if the penalties weren't so strict on divorce, if it wasn't such a sin to get a divorce and walk away, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about Chris Watts and his murdered, wife and 2 little girls. I'm sorry, but I love vagina and breast. But as soon as they start saying, we got to kill your kid, I'm out. Kill your wife so we can be together. No, I don't think so. I would rather go ahead and be with my wife, even though she drives me absolutely nuts, and see my kids and whatever, and just bang you on the side. Here you go. Here's $50. But I'm not going to kill my kids and end up in prison for the rest of my life. And you know what's really stupid is he wasn't thinking. And let me tell you why he wasn't thinking. He threw the bodies in there, right? Why? Well, so he can try and blame someone else, maybe a coworker at work. No, it wasn't me. It must have been these people, must have been one of my coworkers or something like that, or it must have been. And he put them in a place that, let me tell you how stupid Chris Watts is. Them tanks, them oil tanks, they get cleaned. You understand? Every once in a while, every so many years, they drain them tanks and they clean them and then they refill them. And he wasn't using his head. He knew sooner or later, he would have had to have known that sooner or later they inspect tanks. They drain them. They go inside of them to inspect them for any kind of weld breaks, leaks, anything. They clean them all down and then they refill them with oil. He had to have known sooner or later that they would find them 2 girls. He had to have known. If he didn't know, he was more stupider than we all were thinking. And I'm telling you what, Chris Watts is playing this stupid. I got autism. I got ADD. I got double douche. Yeah. I'm dumb, Chris. I got a disability. I got half a brain, but I ain't that dumb to realize that you don't kill your family because you want a piece of vagina. You go get a prostitute or go masturbate, buy a bunch of books. You don't kill. But today's world, that it's a sin to masturbate. Oh, and it ain't a sin to kill your wife and kids. What sin is the greater sin? Which one? Masturbating or slaughtering your wife and 2 children? Which one? Chat room, can anyone answer that? What's the greater sin? My God, we're going to light this country up. We're dealing with a bunch of Satan worshipers. Let me get back to my chat. The best relationship is the one Johnny has with pork rinds. These are not pork rinds, barbecued chips. I don't do the pork rinds. I do, but not too much anymore. But like I said, folks, I got to run to the gas station. Now, you be safe, folks, because you're going to see a lot of bad things happening in America pretty soon. You're going to see gang wars break out. You're going to see a lot of women and children being killed, raped, pillaged in America. It's going to get really ugly. And this is all part of World War III in our country, that these government people and everyone's pumping out. This is what they want in America, on the earth. They want this. And this is what's going to happen. It's going to get pretty ugly. And here's a little advice that I can tell you that the government and police told me. Shoot first and ask questions later. If someone's trying to threaten you physically on the street, shoot first. Ask questions later. If someone's trying to break into your house and do you harm, shoot first and ask questions later. That's the best advice I can give you, folks. If you folks are waiting on this corrupt police department and government, believe me, the best of the best military said you guys will be dead if you're waiting on that. So be safe. I got to run to the gas station. I'll be back in a little while. Johnny would kill for cigarettes. No, I ain't gonna kill anybody for cigarettes. Are you kidding me? What kind of world are these people living in? I don't know. No, I'm not gonna kill anybody for a pack of cigarettes. You know, I'll smoke I'll tell you what, before I kill someone, I'll walk around and pick up cigarette butts off the ground and smoke them before I go out. And here's the thing, these people, they don't understand freedom until their freedom has been taken. You know, no, I'm not going to, believe me, I've been offered millions to kill people, but I'm not going to do it. I'm walking the right path. You know, I've been offered to do stuff to make my bones big money, big dollar and everything, but I'm not doing it. And they're pissed. But hey, I'll live like a bum. You know, I ain't going to go out and rape and pillage and kill and steal and do whatever to make a dollar like our politicians do and our police and the gangs. And they're all connected. They're all connected. World War III is coming, but it's for America's own good. In America. And like I said, a lot of people are going to come up dead this summer and be killed. A lot of kids are going to be kidnapped. A lot of kids are going to be killed and raped, and that's part of World War III that they're pushing. You know, they want this to happen in our country, folks. I wish there was something I could do about it, but there ain't nothing anyone could do about it. This is it's the new normal for now in America. You know, it's the new normal. This radicalism in America is the new normal. You know, these biker gangs are going to be, a lot of them are going to come up dead. A lot of gangbangers are going to come up dead. This is all part of the World War III that the government is pushing in other countries. But I'm sure you're going to blame Russia, China, Japan, uh, Afghanistan, for killing Shanann and the two girls. There's people out there blaming it. It was Russia. Yeah, okay. It was China. All right. All right, I got to go. You folks have a great day. Thanks for stopping in. Goldie Olson and Ben Deho. Goldie Olson, say hello to your sister, whatever her name is. I don't even know what's their first names. I have no idea. You know, what are we dealing with in America? World War III. We're getting ready for it, and it's going to pop off here pretty soon. I wish there was something we could do about it, but there ain't. No, we're just going to go into bunkers and let it happen. Oh, well, yeah. There ain't nothing anyone could do about it. This summer, there'll be more viruses, more chemical release and everything in America. And it's all part of, and they'll blame Russia for it. It's Russia, it's China, it's Japan, it's North Korea. It's everything but the people that, they're afraid to get rid of their own people. And the American people are screaming out, these people are rapists and killers, but we need them for a war. No. I don't need no child much killer, especially putting on the uniform of a United States military man. But I hate to say it, folks, most of these people are military trained and they're a bunch of killers and they are addicted to killing. So that's why they come home and they got no one to overpower and control. So what do? They kill Americans. They kill your children. That's why. And there's going to be a lot more dead this summer. Well, I don't look at the military like I used to anymore after you start catching these guys and look at this guy. Decorated hero. Just raped 4 children. Head leader of some kind of prostitution dating ring or something. So we don't need these humans to run our military anymore. Keep building everything and cook America. The new microwave weapon is done and cook it. Who gives a shit? We will not bow down to Satan. We're free men. Free men we will stay, whether the government likes it or not. So I want to thank Tara Lynn Dawkins, Ben Deho, Goldie Olson. Who else was in there? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, Maya Media Mogul. I want to thank her. What else did she say? Government means control mind. I don't know. They're probably Sean Harmon's or probably from Uh, they're trolls from other channels that I'm on. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's probably Sean Harmon and Anthony Greeno and a couple other of these YouTubers. But like I said, we got to get these guys in prison. And then, hey, I sent some Vaseline to some of these to Greeno and everything, and Keegan Klein and the Kurtz, and that's what it is. And the United States government knows that these people are killing people from inside prisons, and I think someone's coming along and they're going to charge America with crimes against society and mankind and this country, and they're going to kill these people in prison and outside of prison, and the government knows it, and there's nothing they can do about it. And I want to thank the government for letting us work on them ghost weapons and guns. You know, you can't stop nothing, government. World War III is on its way. And the United States citizens, now, I hope you got bomb shelters and chemical masks, because World War III is on its way, folks. It's already started. Good luck. I can say that much. Good luck. If they killed me, they will surely kill you. And no, I'm not Jesus. I'm John. If they chop my head off, they surely will chop yours head off. Yeah. So, good luck in America. Be safe. I want to thank Goldie Olson, Terrellyn Dawkins, Ben Deho, Moga Media, Maya Moga Media. I'm not a teacher, Dawkins. I'm just an idiot. No, it's God who's the real teacher, not me. I'm just a moron. Now remember, don't kill your kids. Don't kill your family, no matter what, unless you're being threatened. Then you have to. Um, and then and make sure you got proof that these people are idiots, and it's everything the Bible said: brother against brother, sister against sister, family against family, religion against religion. Good against bad. It's everything. But like I said, most of these people are being tracked, and my YouTube channel is being tracked, and all. Not because I'm in any trouble, folks, because that's the way I want it. We're dealing with a bunch of nut jobs in our country. They're all colors, all races, and it's time to clean up the world. And are we going into World War III in America? Yes. Sorry, I'm not the one to. I'm not going to try and hide it. I'm going to let you know this is what's going to happen, and good luck, folks. That's all I could say. There's no stopping it now. It's too late. The government brought this upon itself, not the citizens. It was the government. The proof is showing that it was the government. And I don't know what to tell you. Good luck. Make sure you stock up on your little pistols and guns and everything. I don't know. You can't kill what you can't see or taste or smell. So now you folks be safe. No, you're okay, Goldie Olson. You're fine. But be safe. Uh, and A, are these people going to be picked up and taken away that are illegals? Yes. And they're going to be sent back to their own country. So, sorry, folks. This is the way it's got to be. I give no power to Satan and any two-headed government. We would have been better off killing Democrats and Republicans and all of them. But that ain't up to me. That's God's choosing. That's God's doing. Let God do it. You know? Let God do it. Now, you folks have a good day. Be safe. And don't worry about nothing, Goldie Olson. I don't think they're tracking you for sitting in your garage having a beer. Not unless you're underage, but now be safe. And like I said, we got problems here in LaGrange, Indiana that we're handling. And we're not standing down to these fucking bikers. Believe me, there was 3 biking accidents out here the other day. Couple dudes, they just pull up, they just drive down the road like we're, I'm like, no, it ain't happening. One dude pulled out in front of them. He wanted to get in an attitude, and the one dude put his car in drive and started pushing that fucking bike. Excuse my language. The guy revved up, revved his engine up, and the guy just, you want some of this? I was like 2 cars behind the guy. I was like, the guy's here. Here's me, and then I was behind that guy. And the guy was going to turn, and there was a biker, I don't know, maybe 400 feet down the road. And the guy was going to pull out real quick. Well, the biker hit his horn, started revving his motor, flipping the guy off. And the guy put his, wah! And the biker dude kind of swerved around and everything, looking back. They want this war. The bikers are pushing it. They want this. I've never had troubles with a biker. I rode motorcycles myself. They're pushing this war. They're pushing them getting ran over themselves. The road don't belong to bikers. I don't have to look out for nobody but pedestrians. Tell me what to do. That's what they want. They want to do. They want to control me. It ain't working. Sorry. Like I said, they want to question most of these bikers for missing chemicals and weapons and stuff like that are missing from the military. Oh, there's a couple clubs out here. Indiana's got the biggest problem with the bikers and the prostitution and the child trafficking. They connect them all. It's unreal. They got all kinds of organizations out here. Bikers. It's just people, they're not falling for this. We're bikers. I don't care. I ain't never had any troubles out of bikers, and they don't usually, my uncle used to ride a Harley and everything, and bikes. I rode motorcycles. It's changed. It wasn't like it used to be. These people gave motorcycle. I had a chance to buy a couple Harleys, but I turned it down. They're like, why? It's a great deal. Well, because I don't want to be labeled as some kind of nut job. Most of these bikers are being labeled as a terrorist group in America, homeland terrorists, not foreign terrorists. These are terrorists in our own country. Innocent people are dying because of these biker gangs and these shoot-ups in the hotels, casinos, neighborhoods. It's over with. And real American citizens don't care if they're on motorcycles or not. They'll run them down. One guy took out 7 bikers in a truck. 7 of them ran them completely down. I mean, just ran. The truck was demolished. 7 of them ran their asses right over. They're not putting up with this shit no more. It's a terrorist group. Excuse my language, Lord. They have been labeled by the federal government as homeland terrorists. It's not a game. You know, they don't care. The guy took out 7 bikers in one shot, rolled right over their asses. So they don't care. You know, this whole biker thing ain't what it used to be when I was growing up. They're nut jobs. They're raping, killing. Disease is rampant within these biker clubs. All the drugs they sell are laced with PCP. They're killing our kids. They're paying other gangs to do stuff. It's just, folks, get ready. World War III is coming to America. It's happening. We are getting ready. It's already started. It's really going to explode here pretty soon. And it's really going to get ugly. You got jumped by 10 bikers. Oh, up in Detroit. I know. They got up. I know. The sons of it. Yeah, I know. They got them up there in Michigan too. Goldiosin. I know what you're talking about. You got jumped. You're a woman. How did you get jumped? You told me you were a woman. We have a lot of clubs out by me. I got jumped by some about a year ago. 10 people were hitting me in that. Are you shitting me? Oh my God. They're animals. They're looking. It was just on, there was just a video put out on YouTube yesterday. They beat a guy half to death right in front of the police station in Michigan, I think it was. And the cops went and said, we're going to get rid of these bikers. Either we're going to put them in jail or we're going to get rid of them. They beat the guy right in front of the police station. Oh. Goldie, ain't you a woman? I thought you told me you were a woman. Goldie says, well, the person I was with got punched in the face and then they jumped me. I don't go out anymore. I don't know. But carry a weapon with you. Carry a knife and a small pistol with you. And shoot first. Don't ask questions. Like the government did this to themselves. No one else. The government, the United States federal government, and the states, the single states, they've done this to themselves. No one else. You're not going to lock any of these people up for defending their lives from tyrants and terrorists. And they have been labeled terrorists. It ain't a gang no more. It's not a biker gang. It's a terrorist. You're a woman and you're saying these bikers beat a woman. This is why they're running these dudes right off of the highways. I know there's some dudes out there saying if they see patched bikers on the road, they'll run them down. You know, they'll open fire on them and stuff. And they're not even bikers. They're civilians that drive vehicles and stuff. They're like, if I see a patch motorcycle dude on the road, I will run them down and open fire on them. I mean, this is they're killing people out in Florida and on the highway. The biker club, 2 biker clubs had a run-in on the highway, and they opened fire on the highway, and innocent people were killed. I'll tell you, the civilians want these people. They're like Evel Knievel. Yeah, we love Harley Davidsons like Evel Knievel did. We ride motorcycles. But these people gave Harley Davidson, and that's why sales are going down. And that's why a lot of people are getting ran off the road. They literally came out and told me, if I see a patch member on the road, we're opening fire and we'll run them off the road or run them down. And I was like, you guys are serious. They're like, oh, yeah, we're serious. No doubt about it. We're tired of this tyranny in America. So they're on the hunt for them. There ain't nothing we could do about it. There ain't nothing we could do about. That's why I don't go to biker things. I don't hang out with bikers anymore. It changed from when I was riding motorcycles. Yeah, you're right. I grew up with bikers too. It was never like this. I grew up with people that were my family members rode Harleys and stuff, had tattoos. It was never like that. It was never they were shooting up people in the streets and bars, and it wasn't like that. It was, but not in the area. Out west it was. Out in California it was. But it wasn't where we lived. It's nuts now. And these people are like, we'll kill them all. We'll run them all off the road. I was like, holy crap, you guys are pretty pissed off. And they're like, yeah, these people are destroying our country. I'm like, they all were military guys. That's where this biker thing came from. They came home from wars and became bikers. We don't care if they served or not. They're terrorists now. Yeah. All right. And that's the government saying that to us. Someone's calling me. I don't know. Probably a terrorist. I don't know. Here we are complaining about Afghan. They're killing people. Russia. They're killing people. What the F is... Have you people not been watching the news about the biker gangs killing innocent people being shot? And they've taken over casinos. They better not be taking over one of my Indian casinos. I'll put a CRAM device out in the front of that casino and make sure anything that shows up just gets annihilated. Yeah. There are some good bikers. There are. But you know what? From what I've been told, intel is they're too hard to pick out. So just kill them all. Let God sort them out. I'm like, holy crap. That's some serious stuff. They're too hard to pick out. A biker is a biker from what they're saying now. A terrorist is a terrorist. Somewhere down the road, they're affiliated to somebody, and it's horrible. It's just horrible. Folks, I'm telling you, we are getting ready for World War III. It's going to happen. There's nothing anyone could do about it. The only way this is going to change if there's a domestic change in the world, but I don't see it happening. I think the professionals and most of these media guys are telling the truth. They don't know that we're going into World War III. We're trying to keep it away from social media in America. But last night I watched something and they said it's no longer, we can't. America is going to be in a all-out war in America. Bombs, chemicals, you name it. All right, I got to run to the gas station. I need a cigarette. It's been 3 hours and I'm just about ready to climb the walls. I don't know. But I got to go have a cigarette, or at least get a pack of cigarettes. And what we need in America is good doctors that are not going to kill people for a pharmacy or big pharma. We need doctors. We need good nurses. We caught a lot of nurses that were putting information out about a lot of people around here. that they had diseases, sick, and stuff like that. And you know, that's you can't do that. So what we need in this country is good doctors, good nurses, good lab people that are going to heal the people of them diseases that most of these doctors and nurses gave the people that went to them to be helped. You know, you people act like there are not nurses and doctors that don't have AIDS, that don't have sexual diseases and other diseases. They're human beings. Most of the sicknesses have come from contaminated nurses or doctors or whatever. World War III is coming. Make sure you have your iodine pills, your antibiotic pills, and gas mask and everything. There's no way out of it. Social media is pushing for World War III, and I think it's going to happen because the government has been found out that they've been supporting these terrorist organizations in America. And I think we finally got the right country to supply what needs to be done in America, and they're doing it as we speak today. No, I'm not going to kill people for a cigarette. What do you think I am? Sean Harmon? Sean Harmon? What do you think I am? If I had a bank shot, I'd send you some smokes. I got money to get my own smokes. Good God. I'm not the one in prison. I bet you all these people might be sitting in prison. The only one might be that ain't is Goldie Olson. The rest of them are probably sitting in prison or gangbangers or something. I don't know. Just joking. All right, I'm gonna go get a pack of cigarettes and relax, and it's beautiful out. I'm gonna sit outside and get some sun today. I got some banana boat, which I wish I could put most of you people on one of these banana boats. Get you out in the middle of the ocean and push the button. Over with. You know, the government and the churches knew. They had to know that sooner or later that God Almighty was going to come back on earth and tell these people, it's over. You can't do that. We're the United States government. We got billions. We'll pay you millions if you don't kill us all, Jesus. Jesus was like, no, I'm going to fry your brains. And that's pretty much what he's doing. He's stomping crap all up. He don't care if they're bikers, gang members. You know, they're taking it to these folks. And now these folks are saying, oh, boy. Goldie, you're covered on bananas. Here you go. I got some banana oil, banana boat. I'm going to spray some of this on me, get out there and start getting tan and get these people out. You know, I want these polygamists. I want these people that think it's okay that they can kill, rape, and steal because their God says it's okay. I don't want that God in my country. Do you guys? Dawkins, do you want these? Bendejo, Goldie Olson, Moga Media, you know, do you want these people in our country? You know, do you want these people to do whatever they want because they're ascendants of Jesus Christ? And I'll prove it to you, as Sean Harmon would say. But I'm not going to mention his name no more. Yeah. If you folks want these people in our country, then you know what? Don't come crying to us when they turn one of your daughters into their wives or their kidnapping and molesting your children so they can have their polygamy Mormon lives or whatever it is. Don't come to us. If you do, I don't want these people in our country. They should have never been in our country. And it's horrible. Good God, the Native American Indian, if anyone has any justice to do to be out in the streets, burning things down, killing people, it's the American natives that were here before the white man came. And I don't see them out burning buildings down. Do you guys see Native American Indians out burning the buildings down in the cities and killing your children in the streets? I don't. I don't see my Native American brothers out in the streets killing children and raping them. And nope, it ain't the Native American Indians, folks. I don't see them in the streets, and they were slaves. They let it go. That's why I love the Native American Indians. They don't bring it up to our faces every single day like the African Americans. We were held down, slave. Yeah. It's racism. It's just, no, it ain't. It's some idiot that came here and did this. I wasn't even on Earth when this happened. And you people want me to pay for it. I don't think so. I don't think so. If anyone's got any right to do anything to this country, it's the Native American Indians and no one else. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I got no problem with the Native American. I think they're beautiful. I really do. The uniforms that they wear and the beads and everything and the way they live. It's peaceful. No, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with this world, but I got to go get some cigarettes. I probably could use a good doctor, but every doctor in this town is from another country. And yes, it is true. They are injecting people with AIDS and other diseases in America. White people, not black people injecting white people with stuff. Actual white people, they got one living here in the apartment complex there that I live in. That was injected. Used to work at some clinic out there in Angola, Indiana. That was injecting people. They moved her out here. Why? I have no idea. Probably to keep her close. That's like the mafia said. What do they do with your enemies? Well, usually they put them around you. Then you're not going to look right underneath your nose for these people. And that's what they do. I want to thank the mafia for giving me information on how these people operate. The people we want live in Indiana, LaGrange, Indiana, or surrounding areas that we want off the streets and out of our communities. And the only people I am supporting anymore, I'm not voting ever again. I won't vote again. I'll vote for the Native Americans to have something. Matter of fact, The government owes me some money in land and Palomino horses and a beautiful Indian wife and a 5 to 10 room teepee and a whole bunch of land. And, well, you people called me the N-word, that I'm black. So I want my slave money, whitey. And I'm a Jew, so where's my Jew money? Huh? And I'm part German. I want my Nazi money for you people killing my family. I'm part German. You Nazis killed my family. I want my money. We ain't coming off of this world until you pay us our money. Oh, yeah, and I want my Indian casino, too. Okay? All right? When you return what you stole from me and my people, we'll go back to living a normal life. Till then, you government people, the White House, you're terrorists. And anyone that supports you are terrorists. Until you pay us our money that you owe us, United States government, you are labeled as terrorists to the new United States government. Sorry, Joe, but we got a job to do, and it's called protecting the children and our families in the United States of America. Not Russia, America. Not China, America. Not Japan, America. Not Ukraine, America. United States of America. You politicians want to tell me, well, you don't know what's going on. You can't just do. No, you don't know what's going on. Congress, Senate, and White House. It says United States of America. When your country is about to be gone from chemical weapons and small nuclear devices, it ain't anything but we, the people of the United States of America. And you failed to do your jobs. And let me give you a little Ernie Shell. You failed to do your jobs. Here's your Ernie Shell thing. So good luck this summer. World War III is on its way. No joke. Happening right underneath America's eyes, but soon will erupt into a full-scale war. Now be safe. You, especially you ladies in this chat. Please be safe. Okay? Please be safe. That's all I can say. Be prepared. Get yourselves some tinfoil. And when this happens, tinfoil one of your rooms. Buy some plastic. Set it aside. You're going to have the 2 staging area. One stage you wash down. Then you go into the other stage. You change your clothes. Then you go into the stage as a room that is covered in tinfoil. That will protect you from the radiation and fallout. So you folks have a great day. Be safe. Love everybody. World War III is begun, and they can't shut it off. They can't shut it off, folks. I'm sorry. Sorry, Joe Biden. We just can't let this corruption happen on Earth. They're going to burn it down before we turn it over to Satan and his polygamous, radical religions. Sorry. Now, you folks, get some plastic, too, Goldie Olson. Plastic and tinfoil. That will help you from the microwave guns that we're going to be using from above. And it'll save you from the radiation too, from the fallout of the weapons. And it'll also help with the chemicals that are going to be released. The government wants this to happen. Why? To cover up the evil that they got caught doing. Yes, they're going to do this. Yes, it's going to happen to cover up what they've got caught doing. Raping and pillaging and stealing from the United States citizens. Good luck, White House. Good luck, Joe. Good luck, all of you. God bless every one of you. Be safe. Remember, plastic, tin foil, get iodine pills, get stuff ready, and get tin foil. That will protect you from the microwave weapons that are going to be used, okay? And they will cook you like a fried egg. These are new microwave weapons that were designed just to poof. That's it. Your blood boils, your skin bubbles. It's over with. God bless America. And remember, folks, we will not stand down to terrorists, rapists, gangs, politicians, religion. They ain't standing down. These guys are going to do the job, and they're going to do it right. I'd say God save the Queen, but there's videos out there saying the Queen passed away. She might have. Glory be to God. And he's in heaven. He ain't on earth, folks. Sorry. You folks have a good day. Be safe. I'll be back in a little while. I got to go get cigarettes. Love y'all. Be safe. Tara-Lynn Dawkins, Pendejo, Goldie Olson, and Maya Media Mogul. Be safe, sweetie. Don't drink too much, folks. Have a good day. And we'll discuss more of this. Believe me, my heart is broken. Most of these women that I sub to, Big Brother said, nope, unsub from them. They're that bad. And it breaks my heart. I fell in love with a couple YouTube ladies. Little did I know they're so wrapped up in shit. It's Big Brother's like, nope, look at that tattoo. Nope, look at this, what she's doing. And they pointed it out to me. Well, because I'm a single dude, I just want to be with a woman and have a small piece of property, a home, something, a little piece of America. I'm a sucker for a woman, but thank God Big Brother was looking out for me and said, no, you're not going to be with that woman. Look at this, yikes. Now, you folks have a good day. Be safe. I'll be back in a little while. I hope I wasn't too loud. Do I need to turn down my mic a little bit? Is it too loud? If it's too loud, I need to turn it down. I got it set on 8, I think. Check. I don't know. We'll figure it out. God bless America. And good luck, folks. I'll be back in a little while.